You've always felt different, haven't you? Like there's something more to you, something deeper than just your body or what you've been taught. You're not mistaken. You're starting to remember. Inside you, there are amazing forces waiting to be discovered. These are gifts that wise people have talked about for ages, things that hidden schools kept secret. The modern world tries to downplay them, even laugh at them, but those gifts are still there. They're not just for a select few, they're within you. This isn't just another pep talk, it's a call to your soul, a reminder that telepathy exists, that your body is meant to be a vehicle, not a lockup. Your mind can influence the physical world, your spirit can drift beyond this realm and come back with wisdom. This is your rightful inheritance, and it's time for you to reclaim it. For too long, people have been conditioned to rely only on their five senses, like they're chains holding them down. They're told to brush off their dreams, ignore their gut feelings, and laugh off miracles. But that's changing. Something inside you is stirring. You felt it, sensing thoughts before they're spoken, feeling the energy shift in a room without anyone saying a thing. You've known things you couldn't possibly know. You've dreamed of places that felt more real than this one. You weren't just imagining it, you were recalling your powers. This audiobook isn't just entertainment, it's a journey of remembrance. It draws from ancient wisdom the modern world has pushed aside. It touches on teachings from Egypt, India, and even Atlantis, not as fairy tales, but as truths. You'll discover 7 powers, 7 keys that unlock what it really means to be human. Not just human, but a being of light moving through life. Each section will reveal a hidden talent that's been lying dormant in your energy. These are real, ancient gifts that are a part of you. But here's the thing, this isn't a game. It's about responsibility, purity, and finding your alignment. Power without understanding can lead to chaos, but power paired with awareness is something entirely different. Your presence shifts everything. Are you ready? Because once you hear these truths, there's no going back. When your mind remembers what your soul has always known, nothing in your life will be the same. You'll start to see energy, feel vibrations, and tap into what's unseen. You'll stop wondering if you're crazy and begin to question why you took so long to remember. You didn't arrive here by accident. Something deeper than algorithms led you to these words. Your soul nudged you, saying, "It's time. Time to unlock what's been locked away. Time to awaken what's been buried. Time to remember who you really are." So take a deep breath. Let your logical side ease up. Allow your inner self to step forward, because what you're about to hear isn't just a lesson. It's a call to your deeper self. It's the part of you that never forgot, the soul that knows it came here for more. This isn't some fantasy. It's about revealing the human being as the divine instrument it was always meant to be. So let's get started. Your first power is waiting. Imagine if I told you that words are the weakest way to communicate. Before you even speak, your mind has already said so much. You've experienced this, like the moment you thought of someone just before they called you, or that feeling when you sense someone across the room is watching you, that chill when someone nearby is burdened with heavy thoughts without uttering a word. That's not luck or magic, that's telepathy. And it's one of your oldest, most natural abilities. Long before we had language, humans connected soul to soul, thought to thought. This isn't just a concept, it's ancient wisdom. The Atlanteans, as Helena Blavatsky described in The Secret Doctrine, didn't use spoken words, but communicated through their minds. Their messages were pure images, direct and clear, free from deception. Those who tapped into this power, seers, mystics, yogis, prophets, could read others' thoughts just like flipping through a book. You can do this too. Telepathy isn't just for the gifted or the chosen. It's a dormant sense inside you, waiting to wake up. So why hasn't it? Because modern life has conditioned you to overlook it. It trains you to distract the mind, fear silence, and clutter your thoughts, making you believe you're separate from others. But your thoughts aren't private. They're vibrational, and the energy around you, the ether, the subtle web, records it all. You're always sending and receiving signals. Think of your mind like a tuning fork. When it's in tune, it can catch even the faintest thoughts. But if it's cluttered with fear, overthinking, and noise, it can't hear anything at all. Telepathy isn't about trying hard, it's about being clear. Here's a truth to remember. Energy flows where clarity exists. The clearer your mind, the more it goes back to its natural state, open, intuitive, and connected. In the world of thoughts, your mental plane becomes a space where ideas are tangible. They float around, connect, and have an effect. Picture this. When you intensely think about someone, you create a thought that reaches them. If they're tuned in or emotionally linked to you, they'll feel it. This isn't just poetic, it's backed by energy science. Many folks miss a key point. Telepathy isn't just about picking up thoughts, it's also about grasping feelings, intentions, and even soul vibes without using words. Underneath every statement lies a frequency that reveals the truth. Telepathy is the skill of hearing what's beyond spoken language. So how do you unlock it? Not by straining or forcing it, but through inner calm. Start by quieting your mind. Imagine it like still water, clear, reflective, and undisturbed. Most people are trapped in a whirlwind of racing thoughts, making it impossible to pick up signals. But in that stillness, you begin to sense the energy around you. You'll feel when someone nearby is upset, even if they're smiling. You'll know someone's thinking about you, even without a call or text. Impressions, images, and symbols will come to you before anyone even speaks. Let's be clear, this isn't just your imagination. It's about resonance. Telepathy exists in the space between minds, where your thoughts connect with the collective consciousness. As you tune into this, you hear more than just words, you grasp the essence of what's being communicated. In ancient mystery schools, they practiced telepathy with sacred techniques, like eye-gazing to connect souls without talking, or mental imagery where one person would focus on a picture while the other shared what they perceived. They even had dream circles, sending messages between souls in their sleep. We've drifted away from these practices today, but you can bring them back. Here's a simple exercise to get started. Activate your inner mirror. Each morning, find a quiet spot, close your eyes, and breathe deeply as you still your mind. Imagine someone you love. Picture them clearly in your heart, not just in your head. Now, without saying a word, send them feelings of peace, love, and strength. Don't think it. Be it. Then, let go. Pay attention to what happens in the next few hours. Often they'll reach out to you, maybe a call or a text, or they'll feel something shift inside them, even if they don't know why. You're not sending them a message. You're connecting with their soul on a deeper level. The soul hears what our ears can't catch. As you start to realize this, you'll notice something else too. Your thoughts have an impact on those around you. You're not alone in this. When you judge someone quietly, they can feel it. And when you love someone silently, they feel that too. So train your mind to be a peaceful place. Make it a sanctuary filled with clear thoughts and good intentions. This isn't just about telepathy, it's about awakening. When we all remember this ability, the world will change. Words will no longer divide us, silence will become sacred, and our souls will communicate without needing to speak. You're not discovering something new, you're remembering something ancient. And now that you're starting to remember, other abilities will come to you faster. Your mind isn't a cage, it's a bridge to every soul you've loved and every truth you've known. Take a deep breath because your next power is about to rise, and it'll show you that sight goes beyond just your eyes. Close your eyes and see, not with your physical eyes but with light, not with shapes but with essence. What your eyes reveal is just the surface. Your inner eye shows the essence of reality. You have 3 eyes, but only 2 are used. The third one, known as the Ajna chakra in Eastern traditions, or the Eye of Horus in Egypt, has been closed, not by nature, but by forgetfulness. But now it's starting to open, and what you're about to remember will change everything. Clairvoyance, clear seeing, isn't about fortune-telling or superstition. It's a deeper way of perception, hiding behind the chaos of our physical senses. There was a time when this gift was honored. Prophets and sages were sought after by kings and rulers, not as entertainers, but as advisors, because they could see not just what is, but what was and what could be. You've had glimpses of this before, a dream that came true, a vision during meditation, a sudden insight. You've probably brushed off some strange feeling before, thinking it was just a coincidence. That's what you were taught, but deep down, you knew there was more to it. Clairvoyance isn't some rare gift, it's just held back. It's a natural ability for anyone whose mind isn't stuck in the everyday grind. Take the story of a woman chronicled by Gustinus Kerner. She could barely read, yet she could see the wounds in people's souls, talk to those who had passed, and sense spiritual energies from afar. She wasn't crazy, she was just open-minded. Her inner vision blossomed, revealing the unseen world around her. Now let's talk about this third eye. Physically, it's tied to the pineal gland, a small, pine-cone-shaped part of your brain packed with light-sensitive cells. Ancient cultures revered it. In Egypt, they had the Eye of Ra and the Eye of Horus carved in stone, while in Hinduism, they marked it with sacred ash or red pigment on their foreheads. Even in Christianity, Jesus said, "If your eye is single, your body will be full of light." This isn't just talk, it's real spiritual science. Here's the kicker they never shared. Your third eye isn't blind, it's just obscured. It's hidden beneath fear, distractions, toxins in your body, and self-doubt. But beneath all that, it's still alive, waiting for the right moment to awaken. When it does, you might notice subtle changes. You'll start to see energy dancing around people, colors that don't quite match the objects, or even shapes and faces when you close your eyes. Your dreams will become vivid, almost prophetic, and you'll wake up with visions that feel more real than everyday life. Trust me, you're not losing your mind, you're peeling back the layers of illusion. Clairvoyance isn't about escaping reality, it's about looking beyond it. You'll start to see the energy behind smiles, the hidden meanings in words, and the vibrant fields surrounding plants, animals, and thoughts. It's like reading a living book full of truth. But be cautious. This power requires purity. Your third eye isn't just a lens, it's a mirror. What you see depends on what you hold inside. A scared heart will see bad omens, a prideful mind will create fantasies, but a pure heart, it sees the radiant truth in all its glory. That's why ancient schools insisted students cleanse their thoughts and emotions before learning to truly see. Because vision without wisdom, it's just another type of blindness. So how do you kickstart your clairvoyance? You start by stepping into that calm, bright space within your forehead, where thoughts fade and light begins to shine. This is an age-old practice, once done in sacred places. You're focusing on the violet flame. Find a quiet spot to sit or lie down. Get comfy, close your eyes, and take deep, slow breaths. Picture a small violet flame glowing in the center of your forehead where your third eye is. Feel that flame getting brighter with each breath, not hot but radiant. Now, think of a question. Not one from your mind, but from your soul. Something genuine. Don't rush for an answer. Just wait. You might see images, feel sensations, or catch symbols. Let them come. Let them express themselves. When you're ready, open your eyes slowly and write down what you experienced. Do this for a week. Notice the patterns, the coincidences. This isn't just imagination, it's practice. Each time you connect with the violet flame, the veil gets thinner, and your vision expands a bit more. And don't stress if nothing happens at first. Clairvoyance speaks in many ways. Some people feel it, some see symbols, some hear whispers, while others just know. What matters is the clarity that develops over time. Eventually, you'll notice auras, those glowing energy fields around living beings. You'll pick up on people's emotions before they even speak. You might see beings from higher realms, like guides or ancestors, showing up, not in your mind, but in your perception beyond the veil. You'll understand you were never truly blind, just distracted. Now you're finding your way back to your true nature, a being of clear light, grounded in your body, but connected to the universe. Clairvoyance isn't the end goal, it's a tool, a sacred eye for a sacred purpose. It's about seeing with love, witnessing the truth, and recognizing the divine behind all facades. As you move through your day, start practicing this sacred seeing. Look past people's words, feel the energy behind emotions, and listen with your mind, not just your ears. Gradually, a new world will open up, one filled with energy, symbols, and synchronicities, the essence of the soul. You won't walk in darkness anymore, you'll walk in light. With each step, you'll embody what you once sought, the seer. Now let's talk about intuition. There's a voice within you that doesn't shout or argue. It doesn't cry for attention. It just knows. When you trust it, doors swing open where there used to be walls. This is intuition, not instinct, not analysis, not a lucky guess. It's the flow of divine intelligence, like a golden river coursing through you. You've felt it before, that strange certainty when making a choice. It's that nudge to leave just moments before trouble hits. It's a gut feeling about someone that turns out to be spot on. You can't explain how you knew, you just did. This isn't luck, this is your higher self speaking through the quiet moments. Intuition is the language of your soul. It doesn't use full sentences or logical arguments. Instead, it comes through symbols, feelings, and sudden realizations. It operates faster than your thoughts, deeper than reasons, and purer than emotions. It's like a direct whisper from the infinite part of you. In Elizabeth H's Initiation, she talks about how initiates in Egyptian temples learned to quiet their minds, not to empty them, but to hear what lies beyond. They learned to separate the noise of the ego from the whisper of their true self. That's what you need to grasp now. Intuition isn't something you build, it's something you unlock. In today's world, we're taught to doubt our gut feelings. We lean towards logic, calculations, and proof. But intuition doesn't need approval. It simply speaks and waits for you to listen. And when you do, your life starts syncing with something far wiser than your mind can comprehend. Understand this. Your intuition is not random. It's precise. It's connected to a source that sees beyond time and space. It knows what's coming. It senses the energetic outcomes of every decision. When intuition speaks, it guides you based on soul contracts, karmic paths, and hidden truths. Ignoring it is like walking blindfolded. Following it means walking in sync with the intelligence that brought you into existence. But there's a twist. Your ego can be loud, fear can be sneaky, and desires can be tricky. They might disguise themselves as intuition if you're not cautious. So how can you tell the difference? Here's the key. Intuition feels like peace, even if it's giving you a warning. Fear, on the other hand, feels like panic, even if it flatters you. True intuition doesn't push. It comes gently, calmly, a knowing in your body, a resonance in your chest, a pull in your solar plexus. No drama, just truth. You don't debate it, you either follow it or you face its absence later when things go awry. The more you listen, the stronger it gets. It's like a muscle. Use it and it sharpens. Ignore it and it fades. And when it sharpens, miracles start to happen. You begin to act before the wave comes. You say yes before the opportunity shows up. Say no before trouble shows up. You naturally line up with paths that might look lucky to others, but you know better. This isn't luck, it's following your inner guidance. Let's dive a bit deeper. The soul has different layers: physical, emotional, mental, and intuitive. This intuition flows from a higher place, a realm of pure truth where everything is connected. When you tap into this level, you move from thinking to knowing. It's not about choosing, it's about recognizing. Your intuition doesn't just guess what's coming, it remembers. In that higher space, all possible futures are already out there. The more you trust this ability, the more you become a channel for something greater. You'll start noticing little coincidences that feel like clues from another realm. You'll move as if guided, because you are. So how can you strengthen this ability? Through practice, stillness, and surrender. Let's try a simple exercise to get you started: the inner compass. Find a quiet moment, close your eyes, and take a deep breath to relax your body. Think of a small decision, nothing too heavy. For example, should I take this path today? Without overthinking it, just ask the question in your mind. Now focus on your gut feeling. Does your body feel open or closed? Is there a sense of expansion or contraction? Pay attention to the first feeling you get. Trust it and act on it. Then, watch what happens. Repeat this daily, working up to bigger decisions. You're not just guessing, you're tuning in. The more you trust, the clearer it gets. You'll start to know when something is right, even if it doesn't make sense at first. You'll find yourself stepping away from paths your ego loved, but your soul has outgrown. You won't need to plead for signs. You'll become one with that truth. Remember, your higher self is always within reach. It's you, beyond fear, doubt, and confusion. When you learn to listen to it, life becomes a co-creation, a sacred partnership with the infinite. So walk with calm, make choices from peace, and remember, the mind analyzes, but the soul knows. Now that your inner compass is awake, you're ready to discover your next power, a force that can even influence matter itself. Masters understood something essential. They knew that our minds can influence matter. Telekinesis, the ability to move objects and shift outcomes, seems far-fetched to a reasoning mind, but to those who are aware, it's just something we've forgotten. What we call telekinesis isn't just a strange phenomenon. It's the natural outcome of a basic truth. Everything is mind, energy, and vibration. This is a core principle found in ancient teachings. You're not just separate from the world around you, you're intertwined with it. When you focus your thoughts clearly and powerfully, you can begin to alter what you thought was unchangeable. Let's dive deeper. What you consider matter isn't solid. It's a dance of particles vibrating at specific frequencies. Modern science is catching up to what mystics have known for centuries. Our observation changes behavior, consciousness can shape form, and the universe reacts to a mind that knows itself. In sacred writings, saints and sages perform miracles, like walking on water, levitating, and healing by touch. They weren't breaking the laws of nature. They were aligning with a deeper layer of it, one that most people have forgotten how to reach. The key to unlocking this power? Focused will, purified intention, unwavering belief. Telekinesis isn't just about bending forks to show off. It's about influencing the quantum field with clear, purposeful vibrations. Start with this understanding. The mind acts like a projector, the body is the antenna, and the heart amplifies the message. When these three are in sync, a thought turns into power. Have you ever walked into a room and felt that heavy tension? Or sensed someone's anger before they even spoke? That's telekinetic influence at play, subtle and often unnoticed, yet very real. Now picture what could happen if that influence was intentional. When you direct your energy with precision, when you communicate not just through words but through vibration, that's when things start to shift. That's when objects move and your reality bends to your frequency. In yogic traditions, this ability is known as siddhi, and it's said to stem not from desire, but from stillness. The quieter your mind is, the stronger its command. In stillness, thoughts become sharp and clear. Here's a fact many miss. Your mind constantly influences the world around you. Often it does this without you even realizing it. Worry builds tension, anger creates chaos, and fear pulls in the very things you want to avoid. But once you notice how this works, you begin to take charge. Let's try a simple exercise used in ancient teachings. Find a quiet spot and light a small candle. Instead of analyzing the flame, simply focus on it. As you breathe, picture the flame responding to your thoughts, not through force but through a connection. As you exhale, imagine your energy expanding around it. Feel the flame as part of you, not separate. When you're ready, gently command the flame to move right or grow taller. Don't force it or overthink, just watch. Do this every day, not to control but to bond. Over time, you might notice real changes, especially when your energy is calm and steady. Why is this important? Because telekinesis isn't about controlling objects. It's about aligning your energy with what's around you. Your intentions can blend with nature's flow. The masters didn't force things. They created such harmony within that the world reflected their inner balance. That's the core of this power. Now, you might not be lifting stones or floating feathers just yet, but you can start to change your surroundings. Walk into a room and notice how your presence shifts the energy. Place your hand over a glass of water, imbuing it with calm or gratitude, then drink and see how your body responds. Focus on calming the storm inside you and watch how the world often echoes that change. Telekinesis begins subtly, a flicker, a chill, a shift in the air that hints at your inner state. Trust these small changes, they will grow. Reality pays attention to those who believe in its responsiveness. But here's the key. You must purify your intentions. The ego craves power for control, while the soul seeks it for harmony. When your will aligns with love, balance, and wisdom, your influence becomes healing, not invasive. Mountains didn't seek power. They simply connected with the source. The mountain complies. Don't chase after flashy distractions. Instead, pursue your inner harmony. The mind that influences the world isn't the loudest, it's the calmest. Let your thoughts turn into prayers. Align your will with the greater good. Allow your body to be a quiet conductor of unseen energies. You'll soon realize you're never stuck here. You've been shaping your reality with every thought, every breath, and every vibe you send out. Now that you've remembered this, let's dive into a deeper strength, one that goes beyond time and space. This power helps you glimpse beyond now and tap into future possibilities. Have you ever sensed something before it happened? Maybe a dream, a quick intuition, or a strange certainty that someone was about to reach out. That wasn't just luck or wishful thinking. That was precognition, the soul recognizing what the mind hasn't fully grasped yet. Time isn't what you think. It's not a straight line with the past behind, the present beneath, and the future ahead. Instead, it's a vast field, an ocean of possibilities swirling around you. Your soul knows how to navigate through it. In ancient wisdom, the soul wasn't seen as chained to a clock. It exists in realms beyond time, where past, present, and futures live together in harmony. Precognition isn't about predicting what's to come. It's about tuning into a vibrational thread that's already there. It's less like guessing and more like remembering something that hasn't yet occurred. The more in tune you become, the more these insights flow to you. You start to experience what mystics call the eternal now, a moment so calm and expansive that it holds all moments at once. But here's the catch that many overlook. Precognition isn't about forcing it. It's about being open and receptive. It emerges in quiet moments when your soul has space to speak. Many brush off these soft nudges because they don't fit typical reasoning. But remember, logic is shaped by the past, while precognition is the voice of the unfolding future. You've always had this inner voice. Think back to when you canceled plans and narrowly avoided a disaster, or that moment you met someone and felt an instinctual warning that later proved right, that dream that seemed strange until it came true. Days later, you still might not have realized that your subtle body was picking up on things beyond the ordinary. So let's dive a little deeper. In traditions like Theosophy and Hermeticism, there's talk about a causal plane. It's this higher energetic layer where all our actions, intentions, and vibrations linger as imprints. Think of these imprints as grooves in time. When you quiet your mind and stay open, your soul can read these grooves, almost like reading Braille in the dark. Now, precognition isn't about fate, it's about awareness. It doesn't mean your future is set in stone. It means your soul can sense what's likely to happen based on the current energy around you. And the best part? Once you tap into that awareness, you can change your path. This is a powerful secret. Knowing what might come isn't about submission, it's about taking control. If you feel danger, you can steer away. If you sense an opportunity, you can grab it early. And if a certain path doesn't align with who you are, you can create a new one. You're not just dreaming about the future, you're actually weaving it. Now, let's activate this ability. There's a sacred doorway where precognition flows freely, the dream state. When you sleep, your ego takes a break and your mind loosens up, allowing your soul to explore symbols, messages, and possibilities. The ancients understood this well. Egyptians saw dreams as divine gateways. Greeks built temples dedicated to dreaming for healing and visions. Cultures like the Essenes, Tibetans, and shamans believe that dreams hold intelligence, not illusion. You've likely had prophetic dreams before, you just didn't recognize them. It's time to reclaim that ability. Before you sleep, try the dream mirror ritual. Sit quietly with a journal, place your hand over your heart, and say softly, "Tonight, I open myself to receive true vision. I ask to remember what my soul already knows." As you drift off, stay relaxed. When you wake up, jot down whatever comes to mind, even if it's just fragments. Look for patterns, symbols, or emotions that stand out. After a few nights, you'll start noticing echoes in your waking life. You aren't just waiting for the future, you're recalling frequencies you've already traveled through in other layers of time. And remember, precognition can happen when you're awake too. In moments of stillness, meditation, or strong emotions, the veil becomes thin. You might see flashes or hear phrases in your mind. Timelines are at play, even before your body gets moving. Here's how to start trusting them. Don't wait for signs. Act when you feel the pull. Don't ignore those little nudges. They're important clues. When something resonates deeply, it usually is. But with this ability comes the need for responsibility. If you can sense the flow of time, walk with humility. Your aim shouldn't be to control, but to serve. Don't be driven by fear. Seek harmony instead. The greatest visionaries weren't out to be extraordinary. They just wanted to stay in tune. Let that be your guide. Don't chase power for control's sake. Let your vision connect the now with what could be. And remember, what you perceive is always changing. You're not stuck. your future isn't set. If you listen closely, your soul will point you toward your greatest potential. You're more than just a person moving through time. You're a consciousness shaping your destiny with awareness. Now that you see this, you're ready to tap into another hidden power. This reveals how much your hands, your breath, and your intentions can heal the world around you. You are a healer, not because of any degree or title, but because of your very nature, designed to channel life force. The real question is, have you remembered how? There's an energy that flows through everything. The ancients called it prana, chi, ruach, spiritus, baraka, and odic force. It's the breath that fuels breathing, the pulse behind each heartbeat, the unseen thread connecting body and soul. When this energy flows freely, there's life. When it gets stuck, there's sickness. But here's the thing, modern science hasn't fully grasped that your body isn't just a receiver of this life force. It transmits it too. You're a living channel linking the cosmic flow with the physical world. With intention, clarity, and presence, you can direct this energy to heal yourself and others. Energy healing isn't just a fantasy. It's ancient knowledge. Mystics and healers around the globe understood this. Think about the laying on of hands in early Christianity, the Reiki practitioners of Japan, the Qigong masters in China, the pranic healers in India, and the shamans and medicine women who healed with touch, breath, chant, and love. They all drew from the same source, the universal life force flowing through everything, and so can you. Right now, your hands carry that power. Your heart sends out a measurable electromagnetic field, and your intentions guide how energy flows through your body. You don't need tools, you are the tool. But this power needs something special, alignment. Energy follows intention, and intention follows vibration. If you're scattered, fearful, or caught up in your ego, the energy you send out will be just as troubled. But when you find stillness, when your heart opens and your ego quiets down, you turn into a vessel for divine energy. Healing doesn't come from you, it flows through you. Let's be clear, you're not the source, you're the bridge. The healer isn't the hero. Instead, the healer is like a hollow bone, an open flute, or a sacred current. When you align your body, mind, and spirit with the source, miracles become part of your everyday life. Illness fades, emotional wounds heal, and restricted energy starts to move again. And remember, it's not because you did something, it's because you stepped aside. So, how do you start? Let's tap into your inner healer. Sit down comfortably with your palms facing up on your lap. Close your eyes and take a deep breath, letting your body relax. Picture a radiant light coming down from above your head, a warm, golden white energy. See it entering through your crown, moving down your spine, through your arms, and into your hands. Feel your hands start to tingle, vibrate, or warm up. Now gently put your hands over your heart or any part of your body that needs some support. Don't try to fix anything, just be present and let the energy work. Feel gratitude not for yourself, but to the divine force flowing through you. Stay in this space for 5 to 10 minutes, then take a deep breath, open your eyes, and rest. This simple practice will awaken the healing energy, and over time you might start to notice it growing stronger. You may feel others' pain as your own, or feel the urge to place your hands on someone else or share calm just by looking at them. You're not imagining it, you're remembering what your body has always known. Your palms are gateways, your breath is a transmission, and your presence carries a frequency that affects everything around you. But always keep in mind, the true healer is not you. The real healer is the intelligence behind the energy, source, infinite, divine. You're just a bridge, so walk with humility, heal with respect, and let love, not ego, be your guide. Now, let's dive deeper. All illness is just a disease, an imbalance, a disharmony between body, mind, and spirit. The job of an energy healer isn't to battle illness, but to bring back balance. It's about aligning yourself or others with the natural blueprint of wellness that exists in higher realms. You don't have to force healing, you simply call it back. The key is coherence. When your heart is calm, loving, and grateful, you send out waves that resonate with others around you. Your presence becomes an invitation for harmony, almost like a tuning fork. This is why the best healers aren't always the most skilled, but rather those who are truly present, surrendered, and full of love. Their energy communicates what words just can't. So here's the message. You are safe, you are seen, you are whole, and you're ready to tap into this healing power that lives inside you. This isn't something you have to earn, it's part of who you are. You are a soul living in a human body, and this body, this heart, this breath is meant to serve something sacred. Next time someone you care about is hurting, don't just speak to them. Put your hand on their shoulder, breathe, and feel the energy flow. Stay quiet and let the silence do the work. You'll sense the movement, and they will too. Healing isn't about fixing, it's about sharing a memory of wholeness that's already there beneath the surface. Now that you've felt that energy, you're ready for a significant journey, a deep, ancient experience that goes beyond your physical self and lifts your spirit into new realms. This is where your consciousness truly learns to soar. You are not just your body. This isn't just a spiritual notion. It's a real truth. Your body is a sacred vehicle, a temple for your experiences, but it's not the limit of who you are. You are consciousness, a soul wrapped in light, and you were never meant to be confined. You've known this feeling, the lightness just before you fall asleep, the sudden jolt as if you're diving back into yourself. That dream so vivid, so real, it felt like travel because it was. This isn't fiction, it's astral projection. It's the last hidden power you need to remember. For centuries, mystics and wise ones have talked about this incredible ability to consciously leave your physical body and explore the unseen realms, flying beyond the constraints of time. You have the ability to explore other realms of existence. You can meet guides, soulmates, and even tap into your higher self. In ancient Egypt, this was known as the bar, while in India, it was the siddhis of yogic flight. Different traditions call it etheric projection, soul walking, dream time travel, or shamanic flight. They all view it not as a trick, but as a sacred awakening. Once you've glimpsed a reality beyond the physical, it's impossible to believe that this world is all there is. So what is astral projection? It's a shift in your awareness into the astral body, a lighter, energy-based form that exists alongside your physical body. This astral body is made of light and is not limited by physical laws. It freely moves through the astral plane, a realm filled with thoughts, symbols, energies, and vibrations. Believe it or not, you journey through this plane every night when you sleep. Yes, every single night. Your consciousness detaches from your body and drifts through different layers of subtle reality. You simply don't recall it because you haven't trained your mind to stay awake through that transition. But now, we're going to change that. Let's unlock the truth behind the process. When you drift off to sleep or dive into deep meditation, your physical body slows down, your etheric body relaxes, and your astral body lifts off. You might feel some buzzing, vibrations, a sense of weight, or even hear ringing in your ears. In that moment, if you stay calm and aware, you can slip through the veil. At first, you might find yourself floating above your physical body, observing it from above. This isn't a dream. You're fully aware and free, able to move effortlessly wherever you choose, across time, space, or different realms. With practice, you'll learn to control your journey. You can explore the lower astral realms, where unresolved energies and scattered thoughts linger. Only venture there when you're grounded. Then there are the middle realms, where you can connect with other explorers, gain insights, and learn lessons. Finally, the higher realms are rich with light, sacred patterns, libraries of wisdom, and divine beings. This isn't just fantasy, it's spiritual science. It carries great power, but also great responsibility. When you go beyond the physical, you tap into dimensions that react instantly to your thoughts and feelings. Whatever you hold inside, be it fear, love, curiosity, or ego, will be magnified. So, preparation is key. Remember, astral projection isn't about escaping reality. Let's talk about exploring with a sacred purpose. I'm here to walk you through a simple process. Before you sleep, dim the lights and lie flat on your back. Take deep breaths, letting go of any tension in your body. Start to picture your body filling up with light, especially at the top of your head and at your heart. Silently tell yourself, I stay conscious as I move between realms. Allow your body to drift into sleep, but keep your mind awake. You might feel vibrations floating or a heavy weight. Just stay calm. This is your body starting to separate. Imagine gently rolling out of yourself like a second skin peeling away. Don't force it, just let yourself float. If you do it right, look at your hands. They might look fluid, transparent, and glowing. Set your intention, take me where I need to go, and trust the pull. You could wake up in a few moments or come back with powerful memories. Either way, you're opening a doorway. With time, this becomes easier. The more you trust, the more vivid your adventures will be. You could meet guides, explore places of learning, revisit past lives, or even help others on subtle levels. But always protect your energy. Call in light, surround yourself with symbols of safety, and keep your heart aligned. This isn't just about visions, you're crossing into deeper states of consciousness. Now that you know how to leave your body, ask yourself why you want to journey beyond. It's not for fun, it's not to prove something. It's to remember the truth of your infinite self. Astral projection is a tool, a gift, a mirror. It shows you what lies beyond the illusion. It teaches you that death isn't the end, that you are more than just flesh and a name. When you come back, you'll walk through life feeling lighter, calmer, and wiser, with less fear and attachment, but more compassion. Once your soul has touched the stars, the world's noise starts to fade. So here you are, dear traveler. You've awakened all 7 powers. You've remembered what your mind can do, what your heart can feel, what your spirit can achieve. And this is just the start. You're not just listening anymore, you're remembering. You've crossed a line, traveled through 7 ancient gates, and with each gate, you've unlocked parts of yourself you thought were lost. The truth is, they were never gone. They were just hidden beneath layers of distraction, fear, and forgetfulness. The veil is thinner now. The energy is stronger. You know you're more than what the world has told you. Deep inside, you have a force that communicates without words, sees what others can't, knows what logic can't explain, and moves energy with your will. You can remember the future, heal with your presence, and transcend your body. You're not just seeking anymore, you're carrying knowledge, light, and a lineage older than time itself. This isn't the end, it's a return. Your power isn't meant to elevate you above others, it's there to help lift them up. These gifts aren't about escaping, they're about fully embodying your humanity and your divinity. Every breath brings you closer to being awake. The world needs less noise and more vibrational presence. Souls who remember, who radiate, who walk quietly but communicate through their energy. So here's your task, not one I give, but one from your own soul. Use these powers to heal, uplift, and liberate. When someone speaks in pain, listen for what lies beneath their words. When you enter a room, let your energy shift the atmosphere. As you dream, stay open to messages from your higher self. In moments of stillness, let intuition guide you. When you embrace someone, allow your hands to send peace their way. And when the world tries to tell you that you're small, just smile, because now you know you're infinite in disguise. You're here for a reason, at this unique moment in history, to awaken when others forget, to embody what others doubt, and to bridge the gap between what is and what can be. Let this truth resonate within you. You are the ritual, the healing, the prophecy, the revelation. The hidden powers of humanity were never meant to stay concealed. They were waiting for someone like you to remember and awaken among those who sleep. You're not alone. Others are waking up too. And as more of us rise, the very fabric of reality shifts. We are the rememberers, the ones who feel the energy in a handshake, hear the silence between words, dream while wide awake, and carry ancient wisdom in modern hearts. You've remembered, now live like you never forgot. This is the end of the words, but the start of your journey. Let these powers awaken in every cell, every step, every breath. The world is ready. The question is, are you?